Episode 14, what's going on, y'all? That's what's side cam, main cam. Here we are. So check this out, y'all. I got some shit I want to talk about today. It kind of got under my skin, and maybe it really shouldn't even have bothered me that bad because it don't really have a fucking thing to do with my life. But something that's been bothering me lately is the public court of opinion, okay? I don't know if y'all been paying attention to sports. If you don't pay attention to sports, let me paint this scenario for you. Okay. There was an NFL player who recently was indicted for pushing over a 66-year-old paraplegic woman at the Super Bowl 51, not Super Bowl 52, but Super Bowl 51, where the Patriots came back and beat the Falcons because the Falcons blew it. You blew it! Blew it hard. I'm still mad at the Falcons for that. But, okay, so this is over a year ago, okay? This dude used to play for the Seahawks. We're talking about Michael Bennett, okay? Used to play for the Seahawks, just got traded to the Eagles, got himself a nice contract. Now, all of a sudden, the police from Houston are going to come up and they're going to say that he pushed down a 66-year-old paraplegic woman. Sounds fucked up, right? Right? Fucked up. That's some bitch ass shit, right? Right. Well, let me throw you the motherfucking kicker. She was the security at the Super Bowl. A 66-year-old woman that was a paraplegic was security for what they said, crowd control at the Super Bowl. Red flag to the highest cloud in the sky. What the fuck is she even doing out there? She should be taking tickets, and this ain't even a knock at her. I don't know her, okay? But I'm saying, let's be real. The Super Bowl, that's like America's like quote unquote biggest event. And you're going to have a 66-year-old woman doing crowd control? If you look this up, if you Google this shit right now, or you've been watching ESPN and you look up Michael Bennett, if you Google him right now, it comes up Michael Bennett paraplegic. Right now, if you look it up. Now, my problem with that is they're painting this picture of this NFL player who's fucking 6'8", whatever the fuck he is. I didn't write it down because I'm just going off my motherfucking head. I know who he is. He's almost 300 fucking pounds. This is a big ass dude. Let me explain something to you. I'm 5'11". I'm almost 200 pounds. If I push a 66-year-old paraplegic on the ground, she's going down. Son, okay? So if he did that, she's dead. Right? Or maybe y'all don't agree. If you don't agree, whatever. Here's the point. This was over a year ago. This wasn't just the past Super Bowl where the Eagles won. This is when the Falcons lost to the Patriots over a year ago. And he just signed with the Eagles. He got him a new nice contract. This is Michael Bennett that also had the police case, the officer putting a gun to his head, and he said the cop was going to blow his head off, et cetera, et cetera. And I just want to go to this clip real quick. Jordan's going to play it. This clip right here, watch how this police chief talks about this dude. Let's just watch this.
But most certainly, I think it is, it's very offensive to me that a man that's supposed to be an example, a professional athlete, would think that it's okay to treat people like this. And I'm, again, grateful that the guy that decides to push a 66-year-old black female paraplegic little old woman that's trying to make a living, making a fraction of what he's making. Not only did they have to put up with his verbal abuse, but had to put up with his physical assault. And I'm glad that we had the outcome that we had today in the grand jury.
Okay, so bam. The chief of police puts out this fucking whatever, this press release on how this big ass dude throws down this 66-year-old paraplegic woman. Notice how he keeps stating 66-year-old paraplegic woman. And they keep putting that in all the headlines. She fucking works security. Security's job is to be able to control the situation. So if you're paraplegic, how the fuck are you going to control me at the Super Bowl? Me. We're not even talking about this guy that's twice my fucking size that will run over everybody and fucking truck through everything. How is she going to control me? She's 66 years old. She's a paraplegic. Okay? I don't want to knock this woman. I don't know her life. I don't know her fucking struggles. I don't know what the fuck she's doing with her life, son. Maybe she really needs that fucking job. Whatever the fuck the case is, she shouldn't fucking be out there at the fucking Super Bowl. To me, this smells like a motherfucking setup. And the only reason I'm even getting this passionate about a motherfucker that ain't even a Pittsburgh Steeler, because you know I'm a Steeler fan, but I'm just getting tired of seeing people who've worked their whole fucking life getting killed in public court. Then it came out today. I don't know if it came out today or it came out yesterday. And I'm going to have him play this for y'all in a second. It's a video that shows his sister following him. Okay? Don't look like he pushed nobody over. I'm pretty sure you can see it in this video. Let's just play the video. Where did this old bag fly to? 66 years old. This dude is 300 pounds. He's a professional athlete in the most aggressive sport. Where did her body fly to? If a dude that size pushed that woman, if he bumps her, the wheelchair is going to break. Anything. I think this is crazy, man. I think this is what society is really coming to, is pure jealousy of rich people. I'm going to put it at that. Because the only reason why I'm saying that, if he's guilty, then he's guilty. If he really did that, then he deserves whatever the fuck they deem him, whatever. But in my personal opinion, I say you got to look at the facts. I say a 66-year-old paraplegic woman has no business working crowd control at the Super Bowl. And if anybody here watching this show has a fucking problem with it, I want you to get your 66-year-old fucking whoever the fuck you give a fuck about and tell them to control me when I'm drunk watching sports. Would you ask them to do that? Would you do that? Would you even allow them to be in that situation? And that's not me judging that lady's family, but what I'm saying is whoever's in charge there, if that's really what's going on and they didn't have her out the way, by the time the Super Bowl's over, they know people are rushing the field. You know there's going to be lots of people rushing the field. And now that this is coming out a year fucking later, a week after he gets a new contract to play for the Eagles, the team who just won the Super Bowl, come on, man. And then you got this chief of police just passing all this judgment, talking about throwing out a race. First of all, he's black, so what the fuck does that have to do with it? Talking about he makes more money than her. What the fuck does that have to do with it? You was in the way. You was in the way. If you're doing crowd control, how good were you at your job not knowing that the fucking field is about to be rushed? So you should probably get the fuck out the way if you can't even, not to throw out a pun, but if you can't even stand a chance. Let's be real, man. I'm tired of all this overly sensitive shit, man. For real. I got a motherfucking, I got my own problems, and every time something fucking goes fucked up with me, I don't pull that fucking card to use it against somebody. And me personally, I think America is attacking our public figures. I don't even, and let's be clear, I'm not even a fan of the dude. I could give a fuck about him. He plays for the Eagles. I don't like the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. Let's be clear. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Seahawks. And fuck the Patriots, because that's why he ran onto the field, because his brother won the Super Bowl. That's why he ran onto the field. Martellus Bennett, who just retired a couple days ago, or said he was done. This is crazy to me that this is what we do with public court, because now this dude, whether he did it or not, when you Google his name, it comes up Michael Bennett, paraplegic. We gotta stop doing this as people, man. We gotta start sticking up for these motherfuckers. We're ready to go buy tickets for games and buy jerseys and spend all this money at bars or at home with our families watching these games, and we just let the media just do this type of shit, man. Let this man have his day in court. This shit is fucking ridiculous, man. Next fucking subject. Odell Beckham is the next subject, and I'm talking about NFL because that's mainly what I know about, and that's what I like to talk about. Odell Beckham, the owner of the Giants, just said that he's tired of talking about him because dude can't stay out of trouble. He went out with an injury after a couple games last year, and now he wants all the bread in the world. Does he deserve it? That's yet to be determined because they haven't won a Super Bowl with it. Haven't won a Super Bowl with him. He's definitely one of the most talented wide receivers in the game by far. But in my personal opinion, it seems like he's more trouble than he's worth. That's just my personal opinion. I seen Jarvis Landry, who now plays for the Cleveland Browns, is saying bring him to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns fans would fucking love that circus. Boy, if that please bring Odell Beckham to the AFC North to get smashed on by the Bengals and the motherfucking Ravens and the motherfucking best team in the National Football League, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Please bring that man to Cleveland. But I also seen that they're trying to bring him to the Rams too. The reason I felt like I should bring that up is because he's one of the best players in the NFL, man. It's definitely worth talking about. I think the main problem that people have with him is it just doesn't seem. First of all, he was given the world. You know what I mean? He was on Madden. He got a Nike deal. He got all this shit really before he's truly proven himself as far as really worth all the money. He's clearly one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. That's not to be debated, in my opinion. He's clearly one of the best. He ain't better than AB. That plays for the best team in the National Football League, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're talking about Antonio Brown. He's not better than him, but he is a good player. And he definitely deserves a big contract. But if he's more trouble than what he's worth, you know what I mean? It's yet to be determined. You know what I mean? Seems like he's always in the headlines. Some stupid shit's going on. You know, I think he should go to Cleveland. Go to Cleveland. Go where all the motherfuckers is going, thinking it's gonna be something. And I hope it is something. Cause I can't wait till they come to Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh comes to their arena and rocks that shit like how they always fucking do. Yeah. 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 No, but I just felt the need to talk about that. Anyways, next subject. For those who don't give a fuck about the NFL, let's talk about the dude, right? He was on the motherfucking Breakfast Club, 6'9", the dude with the rainbow hair, the big old 6'9" on his face, and he got Jigsaw tattooed on his face. You know what I mean? Everyone's talking about this viral interview that he had, and he came in there, and you know what? Before we get to that, since he's talking about everyone's taking off of his name, and why don't we just see what I did to his beat? Kick that on, man. Watch me rip him up, bitch, I throw my city up. And y'all can't tip like me, you probably need a sippy cup. Shots of Henny to my belly, yeah, that's my pick-me-up. Try to tell me hold my horses, but I'm like, giddy up. Catch me if you can, but you can't, you wanna trip me up. You out of breath like I hope he break his tibia. Mac is your hoe ugly and she probably got chlamydia. And burnt your ass too, but you still gon' text her like, hit me up. Y'all do anything for sex with a freak. Blowing up the inbox, but y'all never gon' meet. Begging for the cat, motherfucker, get on your feet. You desperate for the cookie like dude off of Sesame Street. I finesse on the beat, and yes, I rep the west of the T. Messing with me, well, you better have a message at least. I do this for my homies that's gone and resting in peace. Cause trust your whole shit and switch when close friends is deceased. That shit was super dope, bro. Super dope, super bars, real shit. Not even to knock him, man. Yeah, I threw a couple jabs at him. I'm hip hop. I don't give a fuck. I ain't knocking the dude. I'm just pointing out how I felt. If you heard in my bars, I said, only 6'9", I'm hyped for. His throat with pussy in my face, because I'm not hyped for his shit. And then I also said, I'm not mad at the dude with the rainbow hair, because I'm not. Get your money, bruh. Do your thing. Now, what do I think about his interview? Fire. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, and I'm kind of disappointed. No, let's scratch the kinda. Damn, Charlamagne. Damn. You let this dude came in there, he balled. That shit, man, if that was NBA Street, man, he was racking up all the trick points, bro. He was sunning him. He was shitting on him. He was making him look dumb. Don't get me wrong. I'm not agreeing with him. I'm not condoning what he's doing or saying I'm feeling that. I'm just saying as far as when he was speaking to Charlamagne, he was extra dismissive. He was dismissing that man. And he was putting it in his face. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, well, what he said about, oh, well, pull that up. Or that's your man, or what are you talking about? He fact-checked the shit out of him, and he actually was pretty reserved about it. So I was like, damn, man. I'm not really checking for his raps, but shit, he held down that interview. I'm not at all saying I'm a fan. No, I've not really checked into a shit like that. Not to say that he's whack or he's garbage. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not feeling it. I'm probably not going to fuck with it because he doesn't really seem to care too much about the culture too much. Not to say that he doesn't, but it doesn't seem like he does because he's not talking when they ask him about his inspirations, he's not talking about who made him want to do this. It just seems like he's just got the super tough guy act on deck. He's the tough guy and he don't give a fuck. He's welcoming all the fucking drama. I don't like that he's welcoming so much drama because me personally, when I was younger, I probably would have been dogging the fuck out of this dude. You know, I probably would have been talking all kinds of shit about him because he's gimmicks over bars, and I don't really respect that. Especially, you could get some kind of respect if you were a battler and you had a lot of gimmicks that just caught on. But I feel like his what's the fucking word, man? I can't even think of the motherfucking, I'm gonna try to look for the right word. Look, man, I think what he's doing, he's playing, he's like a product of everything that we've welcomed with Facebook and Instagram. That you had to know this shit was coming. With there being participation awards and fucking people not caring about bars and not respecting your elders and not caring about the culture. Not to say that even includes him, but I'm saying that's been going on in the game for a second now. So, of course, this was going to happen. Of course, Charlamagne, who's been pretty undefeated for a while, you know, Monique gave him a couple licks, kept calling him Leonard and shit. Woo! That shit was funny. I think she made an ass of herself, but either way, I thought it was funny that she kept calling him Leonard and he accepted it. Now you got this young guy on here who's talking extra reckless. I don't even think he understands, because the reason why I say this, and I'm not trying to compare myself to him like I'm in his equivalent, because clearly the dude has done way more than I ever did. You know what I mean? Let's be clear, especially at his age. Clap, clap, motherfucker. But I'm saying that my mind state at that age, I was very similar to, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Fuck this, fuck that, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I'm the fucking best. Because I was fucking at a place where I was one of the hottest in my city, and I was doing a lot of things that a lot of people never did before, and a lot of people truly couldn't fuck with me. So I relate to how he feels, but the problem with how he feels is it's gonna get him hurt, man. It's gonna get him hurt because there's too many ain't shit people in this world who have nothing, son. Who have nothing who have nothing to do other than fuck your day up. And someone is gonna fuck his day up, and he's gonna end up regretting it. He's not gonna regret it now. He's not gonna regret it no time soon, because I think he's gonna have him a run. I think what just happened for him on the Breakfast Club just damn near doubled his money. Whatever he's getting is going to double everything for him. He's going to get so much more attention. He's going to get so much more interviews. Look, I'm talking about him. I did his beat. I never think I was going to be talking about him. I did his beat because I'm a motherfucking beast on this mic. And I got something called Industry Assassin, which will be coming to y'all soon. But I shit on his beat, you know what I mean? Because that's what I do. But what I'm trying to say is I actually wish, I'm not going to say I wish him good luck, because he's going against a lot of principles that I'm not really, I'm not a street dude, let's be clear, but I am a hip hop dude, and I just don't really like what he's doing. I don't like that he's welcoming drama, because he's going to get his people hurt. People are going to get hurt, and not only that, but he's not made his stamp to the point where he's all over TV. And I realize we live in a different generation where being all over the internet is basically all over TV, because people got the internet in front of them more than they fucking got the TV in front of them nowadays. It's facts. The internet's in your pocket. But in my personal opinion, I can just tell that it's not going to end well. Kind of like what happened to Kodak Black. And I realized that Kodak Black is completely different from him, but what I'm saying is it doesn't look like anybody's really telling him to calm down. You know what I mean? And this is going to bring him a lot of traffic. Let's be clear, this is totally beneficial right now. And maybe it's going to work. I don't know if it will or if it won't, but what I will say is I don't see it ending well, because I know there's a lot of people in this world that thrive on misery and hate, and that drives them every day. Another motherfucker doing better than them makes them sick. And he pointed that out multiple times. But what you got to realize is that person will throw their life away because they ain't got shit, because you do. And I don't want that to happen to nobody in hip hop. Like it or not, he's in the hip hop culture. Like it or not, whether you think he's dope, whether you think he's fucking ass, he's fucking in it. He's in it, and he's getting more attention than a lot of my favorite rappers are, unfortunately. It is what it is. But I wish he gained some perspective soon. Hopefully it don't have to end up in no violence or no jail time. Hopefully something can happen to mediate his mind. Fuck mediating the situation, because if one of my favorite rappers' Game gets at him, it's a wrap. Period. A lot of people be hating on the Game. Fuck that. That's one of my favorite rappers, straight up. And that's just I don't know. That's what the Game is. One of the most bipolar rappers in the rap game, and I will agree with that. And I'm one and the same, so I can completely understand. Rap makes you crazy, and I don't think any rappers really want a real problem on wax with Game. And I seen he was having problems with YG, and You know, they're bringing up Casanova, and I'm glad that priest or whatever, that pastor prayed for him, man. Because you blew it! You welcome in the bullshit, man. That was a Corona break. So, yo, now that I got those couple things off of my chest, I want to talk about something a little more serious. Got my dictionary, just in case I need it. It's time for NS. So, we just had this march, right? The march about gun control. The March for Life. I couldn't, right. I couldn't think of it, but said over 800,000 people attended for the good cause of gun control. The headline say students are sick of it. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. Look, man, I got a couple notes for this. I fucked my paper up. You blew it. Okay. Let me interject on a mediator to the conversation. Here's what I'm going to say, in my personal opinion. I say enough is enough, too, with children being killed in schools. People bringing guns to school. People getting killed going to school. People getting killed in public places. It's a fucking very tragic thing, and that shit needs to stop ASAP. But that stopping is too far gone. As far as anywhere. America was built on it, man. The Second Amendment. America was built on it, whether you like it or not. It's not about my opinion. It's not about your opinion. Here's what I'm saying. You'll get 800,000 people together, right? To say they want more gun control or they want more peace. I think they all have their own different things of what they want out of the march and why they were there. And I don't want to take away from people pushing to what they believe in. But I will say this. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. If you thinking taking away guns is really going to stop anything, because there's so many guns out there, you could do gun control right now. And motherfuckers are still going to get shot. People get shot by cops. Unjustified. Where's the gun control on that? How many guns do you think I have in my house right now? How many? You have no fucking idea what your neighbors have, what anybody fucking has, and it doesn't mean that them having what they have is a bad thing. It's for protection. This country is full of thieves, full of just all types of situations and crazy people that might call for you to have these things. Now, not to take away from, the students, doing for what they believe in, but I think we're getting away from the true point. The true point is, why are we not, we're so quick to say, stop bullying, but we're not saying nothing about stop the bully ourselves. We're not going to say, let's not make fun of this person on Facebook. Let's not make fun of them on Snapchat. Let's not make fun of them on Twitter. Let's not post on them on Instagram. No, this is fucking, we live in meme America. We live in meme America where people get ripped apart. You know what I mean? And you got to have a tough ass you got to have some tough ass skin to deal with what America is dishing out right now. Society is crashing motherfuckers' confidence. Society is taking the most smiliest motherfuckers and making them cry, dog. The people that got the most to be the most things to be proud of. and fucking just stripping them of it. Because it's the world that we live in. Now, my point with that is, you got 800,000 people. How many of those 800,000 people do you think have stopped someone from being bullied or pushed around at school? How many? Realistically, do you think it's a tenth? Would you say that maybe even, would you say, I would go as far as say, I guarantee if there's 800,000 people there, 100,000 people has not stopped someone from fucking bullying somebody. I guarantee, because you know what? I'm guilty of it too. Let's be honest. I done seen motherfuckers get picked on or whatever the fuck, and I didn't say a goddamn thing because it was funny and because I ain't shit too. Let's be real. I'll say that. Y'all might not say that, but I'll say that. Period. So let's all get together. Let's blame it on guns and gun control. And guns can do this and guns can do that. But what's really the real problem? The real problem is nobody knows how to defend themselves. Not socially, because they're cyberbullying or whatever, but however you want to describe it. But you're being bullied socially, or you're being bullied in class, or whatever's going on, and you think that that's actually a fucking option to go kill people. So instead of let's eliminate guns or let's give teachers guns, why not teach these kids how to defend themselves? How much do you think a karate teacher makes? I don't even know. I'm asking you. I'm trying to raise some fucking questions in your home. How much does a karate teacher make? Do you think they make a lot more than the average teacher? And what I'm getting to is, I think self-defense should be taught in school. Period. Not learn how to fight. Not learn how to be an MMA fighter. Period. Not learn how to get hype and whoop shit. Period. Just how to defend yourself. Socially and physically. But no, let's take away the guns, because that's going to fix everything, right? Let me ask you a question. Do you think that dude who just shot up them 17 kids in Florida, do you think he knew how to fight? I ain't gonna act like I got hands like I'm a crazy hitter or something. You punch me, I'm hitting your ass back and we gonna fight. But my point is, do you think that dude knew how to fight? Period. He probably fucking didn't. Because whoever really pissed him off, he would have beat their ass. He wouldn't have went and got a fucking gun and came back and killed people. And I don't even know if a statement has been released. Did he have a list of people he wanted to shoot? No, that was just a reaction. A reaction that comes from an unstable mind, that whether he's mentally ill or not, he should go to fucking prison. He should just get the death sentence, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck if he's retarded. I don't give a fuck what his problem is. I know that's fucked up to say, but hey, I'm not fucking Captain America, okay? Mike Flamez. Period. I don't give a fuck what his problem is. The dude should be fucking stoned, dog. Because he shot 17 fucking people. But do you think if he knew how to defend himself, maybe starting at the age of like, what would be a fair age to say, like 11 or 12, not learn how to fight, not taking boxing, just like how people take a self-defense class. What would be so bad about that? I mean, we'll spend half a semester teaching how Christopher Columbus discovered America. Period. Corona break. But we can't teach little homegirl how to fucking protect their face. How to stand up for themselves, to give them some courage, because the truth of America is a lot of people got shitty parents and shitty families that maybe are not showing them what they need to be showed, or not showing them what they need to be taught, or not showing them how to control what they've been taught. I know I was a funny motherfucker early, but I didn't really realize I overdid it until I started seeing, how pissed off people would be because I was just roasting their ass. And honestly, I'll still do the same, but I'm only going to do it to somebody who can crack back, or somebody who's at least kind of on my level, or at least trying to challenge me. So while we're all marching, and not, like I said, I'm not taking away from those people, but let's just think about what the problem really is. Is the problem guns, or is the problem that schools are not equipping young adults, because they are teenagers, with the knowledge to be an adult? Because you don't hear too often about adults doing these things. Yeah, he might have been a grown man. What is he, fucking 19? Was he 19? He's a little bitch. He's a little bitch. Because I've been jumped. I done had all kinds of things happen to me, and I done had all kinds of access to retaliate on fucked up shit that has happened to me. And at no point in time did I ever think of, hey, let's go kill everybody, because that's going to make everything better. Somebody didn't teach him. Somebody didn't talk to him. I'm not talking about no therapy shit. I'm not talking about, because I know there's a lot of people who are masculine and like, oh, you trying to baby these. I'm not talking about babying these motherfuckers. I'm talking about if I try to smack them, they know how to put their hands up before they get smacked. As a class. Right? You could take band, you could take you could take Spanish, you could take French. How many times does this motherfucker really need to speak French in life as a high school student versus knowing how to not get smacked in the face? Period. Right? I just think people are really doing whatever they can to sidestep the point of what really needs to be addressed. And what really needs to be addressed is we've all been raised wrong. From racism to fucking how to handle things. And it's probably impossible to be raised right for the masses. Period. But if we at least make an attempt with it in school, maybe we'll get a little bit farther. Especially from this whole conversation is coming from people getting murdered at school. So why not start there? Why is it okay for, shout out Tiger, my little cousin. He's fucking like 15, 16, black belt. He might be able to whip my ass. Might, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. Bitch. But he knows how to defend himself. And doesn't seem too aggressive, and isn't just trying to beat everybody up. And I think that type of teaching from a person who knows what they're teaching could level head, create a level mind in the youth. Maybe for even the people. I mean, shit. We always talk about how kids get beat by their parents. Wouldn't it be great if that kid knew how to stop his dad or his mom from whooping their ass, or her from her dad whooping her ass or her mom? What's wrong with that? That's my NS period segment for this week. And I know y'all ain't expect that, because I'm going to get realer and realer as time goes on. But that's my thing. Is we're always sidestepping the fucking point. That's what I feel like. Yes, of course, there needs to be some type of things going on with guns. Maybe some things should change. But let's look at the root of the fucking problem. Let's look at what we're really fucking talking about. What we're talking about is somebody who was pussy and had nobody to talk to, and nobody told them how to fucking deal with their fucking problems. Because obviously his parents didn't do a good enough fucking job. But we want to always talk about how important education is in America. Get the fuck out of here, man. realistically, I don't think America, as far as our curriculum or our education system, not saying the teachers, but as far as a whole, because I think some teachers will probably agree with what I'm saying, I honestly don't think the education, especially the public education system, gives two fucks how good you are when you lead that bitch to the world. Why would they not let you know how to defend yourself? Why would they make shit like social studies and shit like that be more important than defending yourself, man? We live in a crazy fucking country, man. It's one of the best places you can live in the world, but it also, depending on where you are in this country, could be one of the worst fucking places to be in the world. So inner cities and stuff like that, and I realized it would fucking cause a lot of fucking problems, but shit, when are we gonna make a real change? Are we just gonna hype up all the gun laws and that's gonna fix everything? That's gonna stop me from going to the fucking store and punching somebody in the fucking face because I had a bad day and that person can't fucking defend themselves, grown as fuck? You don't think that's a fucking problem? You're fucking crazy. So march all the fuck you want, dog. For real. March all you want. You know what I mean? And I hope that you get what you want out of fucking marching. But I think what we really need to be talking about, I know I just beat a dead horse, but I don't give a fuck. Period. What we really need to be talking about is the roots of the fucking problems instead of fucking what's happening, focusing on the aftermath. Because after the shit has happened, there's not a lot that you could fucking do. There's not a lot that can be fucking said. We'll never know why that kid did that thing. But it's not because he had a fucking gun. It's not because he had a fucking gun. It's because he was raised wrong. Nobody taught him. He's fucked up. That school didn't know he was fucked up. That school didn't know he had problems. That school didn't know something. And I'm not blaming it on the school. I'm blaming it on what the fuck we focus on education-wise. You should know how to defend yourself. Socially and physically. That's episode 14, motherfuckers. I'm still better than you.